What's going on? It's your dog, Art Man. Great, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Let me get this shit right. Let me get this shit right, you know what I'm saying? Doing a thing. Wait till my people get in the chat before we start cooking for real. But yeah, we in the motherfucking building, man. Last night was a little decent card, you know what I'm saying? A little decent card. It wasn't too crazy. It wasn't too bad, you know. We had Regis Prograis. We had Jojo Diaz. Who else? Kenneth Sims versus Oscar Duarte. You know, a little decent scrap or whatever. It wasn't too bad. You know what I'm saying? Said finally caught a live. Yeah, I'm surprised I went on live today. I was doing shit. I'm just like, you know what? Let me just chop it up with the family. And plus, man, if only y'all could smell the shit I be smoking, I'll be like, damn, I see why our man just be so animated, just doing this thing every day. Because man, I got some good shit over here. Smoking on that Berlanga pack still. But anyways, yeah, man. So I'm watching this Oscar Duarte versus Kenneth Sims fight, man. And I'm just y'all heard the live. I'm looking at dude. I'm like, man, this guy looks fucking stacked. A little too stacked for 140. Looks like he's on the juice. And I posted this saying, surprisingly, a lot of people agreed. I didn't get too much backlash. I thought people were gonna be like, oh, Art, man, how can you say this? How can you say this? Nah, look at that motherfucker Duarte, man. And honestly, I felt like Kenneth Sims did enough to win the fight, but it's Golden Boy. He's black. You know what I'm saying? You're fighting a juiced up fighter. Come on, man. You should already know what time it is. When it comes to Mexican style opponents, man, this is what you got to do. You either got to knock them out cold or force the ref to stop it, or you're going to have to outbox them from round 1 to round 12, where it's like you can't pull up, can't even give it to that nigga at all. That's how you're supposed to do it. You can't go in there and have a competitive fight with them, a competitive close fight. Because if you do, nigga, you're not winning that fight. Man, they start waving them Mexican flags, nigga, before they even came out with the scorecards, nigga. They already knew what time it was, boy. But Kenneth ain't mad. He ain't trippy, you know. So Kenneth is like one of those blue collar type of boxers, man. This is his professional. He's a true professional. He ain't gonna do too much. He's a true professional. Said facts. Yeah, that's how you gotta do him. You gotta knock him out like Gervonta Davis, or you gotta completely outbox them from round 1 to round 2, like Devin Haney. I mean, round 1 to round 12. Yeah, but what I wanted to talk to y'all about today was my boy Brian Norman. Brian Norman, he follows the channel. He follows Art Man the Great or whatever. So he sees the stuff that I tweet. So he noticed that I'm talking about his training and how, you know, it's not looking like he's staying, you know, up to it at that one point because he was in, you know, vacation. But now he's like, you know, saying, all right, man, I'm back in the motherfucking camp. I'm back in the lab. So first he tagged me in his his back to school drive, which is pretty nice. I like that. You see me? I'm FBA. I'm gonna support another FBA giving back to the children. I support that type of stuff. That's what I want to see. Champions doing champion shit, like helping the kids of school supplies and shit like that. So he ain't gonna get no hate from me out of that for sure. So I supported it. He tagged me in that, and I reposted. I'm like, yeah, okay, I support this type of stuff. But then he goes in and posts another video of him working out. So I'm like, oh, okay. So he's trying to let Art Man know that he's fucking working, and I need to shut up. That's what Norman's trying to tell the folks. He's trying to tell the folks that he's working, and Art Man doesn't know. he don't know that he's ready. And I love that shit though. I love that shit because it lets me know that my voice is being heard. Niggas know they hear the fuck I'm saying. Cause it's true. Niggas seen it. He's on vacation, you know what I'm saying, sipping on mojitos and lemonade mimosas and shit like that. And I was talking about it. So nigga gotta get back in the gym and start letting niggas know that, hey, look, I'm working. Fuck with Art Man talking about I'm working. Because that's something that's been talked about for the past couple of weeks when it comes to this fight is who's working or not, because I'm the one who's been talking about this shit. I've been talking about this shit, so a lot of people have been talking about it as well. Like, oh, well, some guy, he's making some problem out of Norman taking a vacation. It's not a problem. It's never been a problem. All I was saying is, look, one guy's working and the other guy's on vacation. Can't get mad at me for saying that. But yeah, let me roll the footage so y'all can see what I'm talking about. B Norm the Storm. B Norm the Storm. He working. He working. Yeah, okay. So I seen the video on X. So one of the commentators said Durante had bricks in his back. Yeah, that nigga was fucking built. So I seen that video on X. Yeah, he said, there you go, boy. I said, yeah, keep on working. Keep on working, B Norman. And I'm gonna keep on saying it. Niggas want me to switch up because Brian Norman's on my Twitter or whatever. Nah, I ain't switching up. Respect to Norman, but I'm still picking Devin Haney. I'm still picking Devin Haney. He can do all the training and all that. That's just not just not changing my pick. Because guess what else I seen? Guess what's on YouTube now? Top Rank didn't upload it, but somebody else uploaded. B Norman versus Randall. Y'all love judging Haney off of fucking no contest. Now I'm judging niggas off of fights they actually won, right? I'm looking at the fight with Norman and I'm just like, dog, good fighter, but the man's green. The man's green. Unless he could show me some footage from way, way, way back of him working. I don't know, man. He's green, man. Devin got the most experience at the championship level. And niggas want to talk about, oh, Devin, look who Dev's fought and who's nigga. These niggas that Devin fought has accomplished more than Brian Norman. I hope y'all know that. And I'm not saying that he can't get there one day. He could. But right now, it's showing that nigga when it comes to who's been in the game, putting in work on a championship level consistently, it's been Devin. It's been Devin. This is a step up for this man, Norman. And y'all can say who Arbad is a hater or whatever. I ain't no hater. Shout out to my people out there in Georgia and my people out there in ATL. You know what I'm saying specifically. I ain't no hater, but I'm going to call it how I see it. A lot of you niggas is picking Norman off of hope, hoping that he beats them. But y'all know watching that man's history, his resume. But you know, I'm not here to convince nobody. Here's my thing. I'm not not trying to convince nobody. Stick to your opinions. If you believe that Artman is just talking some bullshit and Norman just got it, you know, and he's gonna knock Devin Haney out in round 2. Hey, believe that. Believe that. All I'm saying is Artman at artmanapparel.com. Hold on. Best boxing merch in the game. We putting our money on DHP, boy. We putting our money on DHP. You said what about Decatur? Shout out to Decatur. Shout out to Georgia. Shout out to my people in Georgia. Georgia. Shout out to Ray Charles. Shout out to my people in it. Hold on. My people in ATL, I only sold a couple shirts to Georgia. Y'all need to come fuck with artmanapparel.com. I think I only got about 4 customers in Georgia. Come show love to artmanapparel.com. Come get some of them, my illustration of Brian Norman knocking out Jin Kazuki. And it's all love. Here's my thing. It's all love. Boxing fans got to understand, I'm not some professional boxing analyst. I'm a boxing fan just like y'all. I just happen to have time where I can talk to y'all about boxing online and shit like that. And I'm really, really talented when it comes to making these illustrations of boxers. So that's who I am. Niggas be looking at me like, oh, Art, man, why'd you say this? Why'd you say that about my favorite fighter? Nigga, I'm just a fan. And I'm a new fan of Brian Norman. I like Brian Norman. But man, oh man, I love the fact that Vegas is picking him to beat Devin Haney. Because boy, oh boy, I'm about to make some money. So odds is good for Haney, though. I know, right? mm, 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 mm. My boy Norman, I fuck with you, but I don't know. One day you might be a pack, my boy. In November, you might be that pack that Art Man is smoking. Where the Norman fans at? I'm trying to see what's up. Where you niggas at? Where you niggas at? Oh, real shit. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah. Said we are here. Yeah, okay, okay. He said he has no real fans. These niggas, look, I'm gonna get on you niggas, man. Oh, I'm gonna drop that link. Hold on. I want to talk to some Norman fans. What are Norman fans at, man? Come tell me something. Come tell me something I don't know, man. Cause I didn't watch the fucking Norman versus Randall. I watched the Norman versus Randall, and I'm telling you right now, I'm ready to talk my shit. I'm ready to talk my shit. Did y'all see that fight? Do y'all know which round he got hurt in? So insane talk. What up, cuz? Shout out to my dude, insane talk. I'm ready to talk my shit, man. Said B Norman cycled off that shit. Now he ready. I hope it ain't no cycling. Nah, I ain't gonna put that on my boy. I ain't gonna put that on my boy B Norman. He just FBA strong. I ain't gonna say he on that shit. But it was kind of fishy style that he didn't take no drug testing up to this point. But hey, he's taking drug testing now when it comes to signing up with Vada. Sure, he bam strong. Yeah, he bam strong. All right, for sure. You know what I noticed though? What I noticed with Norman, his opponents aren't afraid of his power. His opponents don't be afraid of his power. I think y'all put a little extras on that power. I done seen him hit guys flush and they didn't fall over. It's just that these last 3 fights, where it's been okay. But then you look at the opponents, the type of opponents he's fighting. Boy, this man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm over here just watching the highlights of Norman versus Randall again. So I'm breaking it down. I've been breaking it down, watching it, and I see that he does a lot of lunging. He jumps in. It's not like a calculator where he's jabbing, he's pivoting, and then jab, jab coming in, follow up top, like he's saying trying to box you. It's more of like he's gonna lunge in and try to smother you and try to hurt you in the inside. He's doing a lot of leaping. He's trying to hit you with some wild shots, kind of like some Sean Porter shit a little bit. He's not the better boxer than Devin Haney. I don't know. I don't know where y'all. If he sits there, then that's why Bradley even tried to fucking warn him. Even though Bradley did all that cooning, he was still trying to warn him by saying, "Hey, don't have a sword fight with this guy, with Devin." You know why? Because watching the footage, you can see the way this guy able to jump in is by the way he's able to land on these guys is by jumping in, or a motherfucker's just sitting there for him to just wail on him. If he has to fucking set it up, he's gonna have trouble. He can't set up combinations without lunging at you. He doesn't throw that jab first. He's just lunging at niggas, trying to knock them out. Footwork, he's fucking tripping over his feet, lunging in, bro. Hey, look, I'm telling you, man. I how much can I take out the fucking ATM, man? Matter of fact, I'm just have to go to my fucking bank, man, because I'm about to bet. I'm about to bet it all on fucking Devin Haney against Norman, bro, for real. Shout out to my dude inside the circle.
Man, what's good, bro? Look, so look, that's what I was looking at too. The way he lunged. So the thing is, right? Everybody who pay attention to him, they know he flat-footed, right? He got that in common with Regis. But what's different is Brian Norman is a little more athletic, so he make up with his slow feet by explosive lunging to close the distance, right? Well, check
Mhm.
this out. This is where he gonna mess up against Devin Haney. Devin Haney got good timing, bro, and he good at finding out his opponent's timing, and so he can throw a counter. I see Devin, bro, timing him and throwing that straight right hand down the middle over and over again. But what's gonna happen is Norman gonna get smart and realize, well, damn, this nigga timing is on point every time. So he gonna stop lunging. But guess what, Art man? That's gonna make him even more stationary because Devin gonna take that lunge away from him.
And he's gonna sit there. He's gonna be doing too much thinking,
Right.
way too much
That-
thinking while Devin's working. Then he's gonna try to become the counter puncher of the night.
right. And all Devin gonna do is score with that jab. Devin, no matter what he do, he gonna get frustrated because when you sit there, Devin just gonna eat you up with that jab.
And you're gonna get upset because you're gonna know you're losing on points because that jab's gonna land. It's going to
Exactly.
land.
That's what I see,
See
bro.
Norman
Like
trying to
that's
work on his jab, but one thing Norman is doing, he's doing all this strength training, nigga. Your head is still on the center, bro.
right.
Devin has a better jab. They saying they gonna do jab for jab. All right, we'll see.
They can't, bro. Like he don't have that natural speed. Now he explosive, but Devin is speedy, bro. You know what I mean? It's a difference between being, athletic and explosive and somebody who is just naturally fast, bro. It's a difference, bro. Like I'm gonna give you an example. Jamar Chase is fast, right? But Tyreek Hill is speedy. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way with boxing. You got fighters who fast, and then you have guys who are like speedy, like crazy speed. So, and that's gonna be the difference, bro. Like, and the more I'm starting to see, that's what I see. That's really because at first I was trying to figure out what this fight gonna look like. What is Devin path to victory? How does this fight look? And that's what it is. Brian Norman depends on that lunge, but that's not just something he does. That's a part of his pattern. He depends on that to be the fighter he is. He depends on that lunge, and it has to land for him. He drops Sasaki with a lunge and hook. He depends on that.
Now watching these fights, I see why he says, "If I catch you, Devin."
Right.
Now
Right.
I
I
see.
don't think he's catching Devin. Then I don't know if you heard Regis, but they asked Regis. I'm not Regis. I'm Hitchens. They was like, man, who you got in this fight? And man, Hitchens don't like Devin for real. But he
He don't.
said with
What he
pure
say?
confidence, he said, yeah, Devin beats him. He said, yeah, Brian Norman can't beat Devin. He said that with pure confidence, bro, and repeated it over and over again. Like, yeah, Devin gonna win. Easy.
Because boxers know. They know.
Right.
They know. Yeah, Norman. No, don't get it twisted. Norman is a strong, athletic country brother. But what he lacks is what Devin fucking has times 10. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dog, you're gonna fight somebody with better footwork, better jab than you, better head movement, and he knows how to fight on the outside. Niggas talking about Dev can't fight on the inside. Nigga, you think he's gonna fight Norman in the inside? He's gonna fight him from the outside, but I don't even think Norman's gonna be able to land a punch on Dev for real, for real. This might be in like one of those fights where niggas is not gonna like how it's gonna play out from round 5. Round 5, people gonna be bored and upset.
Oh yeah, fact. Look, I'm already seeing it. Oh man, they got certain people on YouTube that don't like Devin. They already doing damage control. They saying, yeah, if Devin win this fight, I'm not gonna respect him because of the way he's gonna have to win. So basically, they saying that Devin path to victory, which everybody knows that nobody's expecting Devin to sit there and trade with Norman. So you know his natural advantage would be to fight from the outside and score points. But people are already discrediting the win. When you ever heard somebody discredit somebody win this early, or man, bro, we only 1 month into the count, bro, and they already discrediting his possible win. That's fad. Brian never heard that before. People discrediting him already. They saying, yeah, he gonna win by a jab. He gonna win on points. I don't respect that. I'm okay. I got you. I got you. The hate is crazy, bro. Like the hate. But I mean, I'm enjoying every second of this because I don't want Brian Norman to get embarrassed because I don't like Brian Norman. I want Brian Norman to get embarrassed because I want to see Haney hate a scramble. Right now, if you look at what's happening is they thought Devin was done after the Ryan Garcia situation. But not only is Devin not done, he just took a big fight. And make no mistake, beating Brian Norman and becoming a champion at 147 and getting yet another belt and fighting the best fighter in that division, this is going to bolster Devin's resume. So not only is he not done, he is taking a fight that's going to make his resume even better. People thought he was finished, but he actually going to be in a better position than he ever was with the win against Brian Norman Jr. and being a champion at 147. So you're going to watch them scramble because a lot of their favorite fighters ain't doing nothing. Or, man, you got, Shakur is talking about he need 8-7 months off. His hands falling apart. He don't even know if he's going to be fighting in the next 2 or 3 years. You got Tank Davis about to retire. A lot of the people that they like and favor over Devin and hate Devin for, their careers are actually coming to an end. Devin just getting started. I want to see the scramble, bro. I can't wait to see the scramble.
I told niggas, I said, bro, man, you can go back to like a couple months ago. I have a video. I said, man, Devin is in a great position right now. You niggas thought it was over for him because he got cheated and all that shit, nigga. No, nigga, he went through all that. Niggas seen all that. That's cool. But now the only way up from here is up. The only way away from here is up. Niggas wanted to see Devin lose. So any nigga he fight, they're gonna want to watch. They're gonna want to watch that, and viewership that translate into more money for Devin Haney. Niggas be like, oh no, well nobody's gonna buy no pay-per-views. Well, niggas not gonna buy the pay-per-views, but y'all gonna watch Devin Haney, which means he's gonna be in position to have more and more fights for more revenue. So niggas is like, oh no, well. Dev ain't this, he ain't that. Niggas, y'all want to watch him lose. Y'all want to see somebody beat him officially. We can see this because y'all jumping on fucking bandwagon to bandwagon. When it was reported that Devin was going to fight T.O., y'all jumped on the T.O. train. When niggas thought Devin was going to fight Hitchens, y'all jumped on the Hitchens train. When niggas, now when the fight signed with Devin on fighting, what's his name? Norman, now y'all rocking with Norman. You guys want to watch Devin. Regardless if you want to see him win, lose, have a draw, the thing is, y'all want to watch Devin. Fucking
Right.
Devin.
But you made a good point though when you brought up the pay-per-views. Like I don't know if you've been keeping up, but they saying what Turkey doing and the way the model going. Turkey is actually about to get rid of pay-per-view because he got so much money that he trying to put these fights on free TV, bro. Like you're not gonna have to pay for these, and that's what boxing going. And
That
he giving these
Netflix,
fights bad. Yeah,
that Netflix is the wave because that advertising,
yeah,
they'll give you
it's
some good bread
everywhere.
off that shit.
Yeah, the advertisement. I think that's why people like platforms like Netflix because the advertising is everywhere. Netflix is all in your phone, bro. Like if it's on your phone, you getting all these advertisements, and it's just bombarding you. See these old school promoters, they couldn't put these fights in your face as much as Netflix can to remind you that these fights coming up. You know what I'm saying? So, and think about it, damn near everybody got a Netflix.
We need niggas to roll out fucking boxing matches the way they rolled out the motherfucking latest Clips album.
Right.
Straight, straight up. Because every day I woke up before that album dropped, nigga. This shit's everywhere on social media. Oh yeah, they about to drop. They about to drop. Can't wait till they drop. Till they drop. They about to drop. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you follow music that much, hip hop, but yeah, that's how it was. I'm just seeing on social media, just posting that shit, and these guys performing everywhere and stuff like that. Just promoting that shit. Said, bro, the rollout was crazy. You see what yeah, y'all know what you know what I'm talking about, Will. The shit's everywhere. The shit's everywhere. I'm like, damn. I knew exactly when the fucking shit was gonna drop and all that shit. I already had the shit ready to be downloaded in my phone. Niggas need some rollouts like that when it comes to these boxing matches, man. They really should have made Devin versus Norman the main event and put this
They
fight
should
right here in
have.
the States.
Right, right.
Mm.
But see, the thing is too, like I say, that you got to watch the scramble. Oh, I mean, remember I told you, bro, watch for the scramble of the haters because it's a perfect storm to drive them crazy. Because I told you, with this new model and pay-per-views not mattering so much, they can claim, oh, nobody want to watch Devin. It don't matter because you know what Turkey doing too. Turkey don't give you that bag to fight a bum. So that means all Turkey want to know is if I put you in the ring with somebody I think can beat you, will you fight them? Those are the fights we're gonna start seeing. So all these fighters we seen duck and smoke, they not gonna get a turkey bag because a turkey bag don't come with an easy win. All right, man. Turkey is literally trying to match you up with somebody he thinks can beat you.
Bro, out of all these niggas, Devin is just out of his class. He's the one that's fighting somebody who people believe can beat him.
Right.
Constantly doing that. And when these Shakur and these niggas fight, other than that's a pay to fight, nobody thinks these niggas gonna beat Shakur. The guys that Tank fight, nobody thinks they're gonna beat Tank. But when you
Right.
fight Dev, it's like, damn, he's fighting stiff competition. Niggas want to talk about, oh, Loma's old and all that shit. You niggas was picking Loma to beat Dev. I still remember that shit. And then that's
Thanks.
why y'all was so upset when fucking Loma lost. Talking about, it was a robbery.
But
Nigga,
that's when the
no
world really
fucking
hated
robbery.
Devin. That's when the world came together and hated Devin. See,
That's
nigga, they
when it got
already had niggas.
amplified, yeah.
Yeah, they already had niggas that didn't like Devin, but shit, they hated him because they thought the Loma fight was gonna be the one that undo him. They say, man, this a real good fighter. Devin, even if Devin struggled, then they thought too, oh, this a white boy, so they gonna cheat Devin even if he win. Like none of that came to fruition, bro, and they still ain't got over it yet. They still ain't
That was
got
like
over it, bro.
that was such a hard pill to swallow because like you got to put in perspective, like this is Devin Haney's last fight on Top Rank, and he's fighting Lomachenko out of all the people. You know, the guy who's been celebrated heavy. His own promoter said he's better than Ali and Floyd and all that shit, and he
Fact.
promoted them niggas, right? So yeah, this is the guy. And Dev says he'll never lose to a white boy. Dev goes in there, pushes him at the fucking press conference or the weigh-in, whatever it was. And then Dev goes out there. The crowd is screaming for Lomachenko, but Dev is beating his body up, taking it
Fact.
to him, dictating the pace of the fight.
He
Yeah,
made him cry too hard, man. He
Loma
pushed
had
him
a
and
little
made him
moment
cry,
at
bro.
the 10th round, but nigga, that wasn't enough.
Right.
Devin Haney wins by unanimous decision, not majority decision, by unanimous decision.
Every judge agreed. Then, like I say, you pushed him and then made him cry. Oh man, this was bad for them. This is why they hate Devin.
It
Not
was
only did
bad.
he pushed him and had Loma crying after the fight. Like this was I think
That
Loma
type of shit led up to why fans were saying, "Fuck Peds. Peds don't matter. Fuck it.
facts.
I don't even care. I just want to see Dev on the floor like that." Ha. Fuck it,
Facts.
man. Yeah, that's how they was. That's how they really was. That's how the racist fans were. They're also. I don't care. I just like seeing Dev on the floor like that. So when it
Damn, bro,
got
that's
cheated,
crazy. But man, I'm telling you, bro, my heart gonna be filled with joy after the scramble, bro. I need Devin to go in there and do this for me. Bro, I'm a very petty guy, bro. Like I'm gonna be all over the internet. I need to see the scramble. I need to see them uncomfortable after Devin win this fight,
I
bro.
know. I'm a rather you than me type of guy because I already know if it's the other way around. If Norman wins this fight and Devin Haney gets knocked or whatever, Nick's will be like, "Oh, Art man, look at this." So when Devin goes here and cook him, I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, check this out, artmanapparel.com, nigga."
Well, see, I'm kind of different, right? But I'm kind because my thing is, even if Devin lose, bro, like I got the kind of respect for Devin. Man, I'm gonna be there with him even in the loss, bro, because I just respect you for always taking that smoke. You know what I'm saying? I look at Devin, bro. Even though Devin is somebody I never met, I kind of, man, I become a fan of people based off, man. If I knew this nigga, would I respect him? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I met Devin, I really respect him. Like you know, I really have respect for the dude because that's how I'm in real life, bro. I'm not gonna be the type of dude that'll down you because you lost the fight, all right, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as you was willing to fight. You know, you losing the fight, but you know, that's not gonna make me look down on nobody. So I'm not the type of person to be like, oh man, Devin lost, so I don't rock with Devin no more. No, man, he's still taking more chances than these other
That's
guys. You
how a
can't
lot of
do
these niggas talk. When Wilder was undefeated and he knocked out Romain Stavern, that's when he had everybody rocking with him. Oh man, you see how Wilder crossed him up and knocked him out? Yeah, dude, Wilder's that nigga, man. Wilder gets fucking, his little situation with Tyson Fury. That nigga trash. Wilder been trash, man. Wilder trash, dog. All this fake ass, weak ass, weird shit. It's like, damn, nigga. You ain't gonna say, well, at least the brother went out there and fucking fought this nigga, like, goddamn, and dropped his ass.
it. Right.
He
It's
did what
man.
motherfucking what Usyk did once. Usyk, what, he dropped him once in the fight? Wilder arguably knocked Tyson Fury out twice, if we want to be real.
Yeah, that ref gave him that long count. Man, the ref was in his
First
face
fight
trying to
and
wake
the
him up,
third
bro.
fight.
Yeah, the ref was in his face trying to wake him up,
He
bro.
arguably beat Fury first, if we want to be real. But you know how boxing is. But yeah, how I became a fan of Devin Haney is that I was always a fan of Shakur, Tank, and all these guys because around like I would say like 2015, 2016, I got right back into boxing hardcore, and I'm watching this shit. I'm like, yeah, man, and these the new guys is coming up. So I'm watching the Devin Haney's YouTube because the shit's getting recommended to my fucking my YouTube feed or whatever. So I see
Right.
this guy, the real Devin Haney boxing guys in Mexico, and I'm like, oh, who is this young little skilled young guy? He's fighting with Floyd Senior and all that. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna keep my eye on this guy. So I'm watching him, and I'm watching Gervonta because Gervonta has this Floyd cosign. So yeah, of course I'm rocking with Gervonta. Yeah, because Floyd. Yeah. But then motherfucking Shakur, I'm rocking with Shakur because the Olympics or whatever, and I see him, he's looking good. He becomes a pro, whatever. So I'm rocking with all these guys, man. Even Ryan Garcia at the time because he was in the mix. But out of all these guys watching them, I just seen one guy stick out the most. One guy who's daring, himself to be great, you know what I'm saying? Challenging certain guys, going out for the smoke at a young age. I said, man, that's the guy I was watching his little fights in Mexico on YouTube. This is the guy. So watching his career, I've just said, man, this is the guy, he's doing what I respect as a fan, which is a boxer going out there and challenging himself, fighting guys, for belts or whatever, not saying, oh, well, I don't like this guy, so he don't do numbers, so I don't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? I never heard no goofy ass shit from that nigga. He was fighting all of
Right.
them.
Right.
Called out Tank, but the hate for Haney really came about when he first started talking about Tank. When he started talking about Tank, because it was cool when he was talking. When Devin was calling out all these white guys like Lomachenko and shit like that, it was cool. Brothers,
Yeah.
everybody was rocking with him. But the minute he started saying, well, nigga, I kind of want to smoke with Tank. That's when niggas like, who is this nigga and his daddy? Niggas ain't from the hood. They ain't from the hood. Tank from the streets and all this shit. That's how all
Yeah.
that shit came about, man, for real. As soon as
Yeah.
Dev started talking about Tank.
And see, really, what it was, I noticed that too. But it was more like you said, he was more of a nuisance to them when he was talking about Tank. Like, oh, this little dude need to be quiet. The hate came when the information came out. They kept asking. They was like, man, you can't beat Tank. He got all this power. When the information came out that he made Tank quit, that's when they started to
Yeah,
hate.
because they start talking about some,
Yeah.
yeah, well, you talking about you want to fight Tank, you can't beat Tank. And niggas like, well, hold on, nigga, I was whooping this nigga in sparring. And that's when they
Right.
started interviewing Floyd Senior, and Floyd Senior like, yeah,
Right.
how's that? You know what I'm saying? He was whooping on that boy. What you
Right.
talking about?
And that's really what a hate started, bro. And it was crazy because all them years, we didn't have the footage. All we had to go off was the stories and piece them together. But the real ones knew what
Lying ass
happened.
AB
Based
story.
off the stories, the real ones pieced it together about what really happened. You know what I'm saying? Then when it came out, I never forget, bro, because Floyd was mad at Bill, so he dropped that edited version of it where it just showed Tank getting off on Devin. But I put two and two together. I said, okay,
That was
if
right
y'all
before the Ryan fight, so that shit made it even worse. It was like, I ain't gonna lie, Dev he showed me that he's mentally strong, bro.
Right,
Because this was
right,
like a really tough point in his career where you got fans and media, everybody's laughing at you, clowning you, making memes out of you. They watching videos, you edited videos of you getting touched up and sparring and shit
right.
like that. And then you go into a fight with a pet cheat and lose the fight. You know what I'm
And
saying?
they
It was
support the pair
crazy.
cheat. Then they support the pair cheat on top of it. You go into the fight, get cheated, and they support the dude that cheated you. So yeah, Devin is mentally strong, bro. But when I was talking about that video, though, this is what I noticed about the video. This how my mind logical, bro. You told me that the sparring lasted for 20 minutes, right, Art man? But you only
Mm-hmm.
showed me a minute and a half of Tank Davis getting off. So what
Bro.
happened the other 18 minutes? That must have mean Devin was touching him up. I knew this right
Oh
then and
man,
there,
I
you know.
swear I wish I could go back in time and just capture the moment. I mean, some of this shit's documented, some of these niggas deleted their tweets. But I'm telling you, dog, when that shit dropped, everybody was like, damn, you see? Don't put Haney in there with Tank, dog. Don't put him in there with Tank. You see, them niggas from the suburbs, them niggas, don't put him in there with Take a real street nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Real street nigga from the streets. You know, they was saying all that shit, bro. And then when the clip came out, this how it popped out. Nigga, the news of Ryan tested positive came out. And then the clip of Devin Haney fucking whooping Tank for real came out. And niggas was like, oh man, well, we don't want to hear about no damn sparring. I mean, sparring don't mean nothing no more, bro.
That's exactly what they said. Well, y'all always
You bitch
glorifying
ass nigga,
sparring. They
man.
always glorifying sparring. But let me tell you something how I feel about this whole. You know how people talking about, oh, a suburb kid can't fight. Let me tell you something, bro. When I hear that, that make me look at you sideways. But let me tell you something, bro. Like my favorite fighter ever, and I put him against anybody. Bro, Muhammad Ali was raised in a two-parent household in a middle class suburban, not suburban life, but a middle class life, bro. Ali didn't come from no hood, but you give me any one of your favorite heavyweights, I prime Ali gonna stop him. I don't care what. So how you gonna? You see what I'm saying? I'm just giving that example. The best fighter in the world to me
The
grew up
niggas
in a
that
two
the
parent
niggas
household.
that come from poverty that fight, they have a ceiling. I'm
Yeah,
gonna just say it. They have a fucking ceiling. They have a cap. You know why? Because once they get out of that mode of I'm fighting to get out of poverty and I'm just the baddest nigga. I come from the streets, nigga. Now it's like nigga, I'm living luxury. You know what I'm saying? I don't got that hungry no more. I want to go to therapy because I'm tired of being angry, type shit.
facts,
You know what I'm saying? Mike
facts.
Tyson, Tank. I'm several other fighters, man.
Like you
You
said,
see
they only
guys,
fight.
you
My
see
bad. Go ahead.
guys who are like guys like Muhammad Ali, guys like Devin Haney, guys like Kobe Bryant, niggas who had money kind of growing up. So it's like it's not just about the money
It's
and
a
fighting to
passion.
get out of poverty. It's about I'm trying to prove to y'all that I'm very good at this shit. This is my passion. I'm
Facts.
passionate about it. So there is no ceiling for this. The ceiling is me accomplishing everything, not fighting to get out of poverty because niggas already had the motherfucking Benz trucks and shit back in
That's facts.
2017 and shit. Niggas been
That's
had that shit.
like you say, Devin, for example, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, he grew up. Tank people like Tank and Tyson, they fighting because they angry and they poor. This they found out this how I'm gonna get my money. I'm gonna beat niggas up and get money, right? But like you say, once they get rich, they forget why they fight, so they don't like fighting as much. A nigga like Devin never had to fight. He just actually likes to fight. Bill Haney said he got him in boxing because the nigga kept fighting at school. He couldn't figure out why every time you go to school, they calling me telling me you fighting. That's just because Devin is naturally a fighter. Ali was the same way. You know, they say he went to he took himself to the gym when some dude stole his bike and he knew he couldn't beat the dude up, so he wanted to go learn how to fight. This lets you know you just a fighting ass nigga, bro. Like you took it upon yourself to learn how to fight because you saw a battle you couldn't win, so you went and found out how to win it.
Use your brain first. How can I figure?
Yeah,
What can I do to figure this out? You said brothers in the hood get knocked out every day. Yeah, of course. Look, I, for those who are new to the channel, I always tell this story about when I used to live in Texas. Niggas used to be fighting all the fucking time, and there was a guy in my neighborhood. He was like a church type of dude, like a church boy type of guy. And man, we were supposed to be fighting some alleged Crips. These niggas call themselves some Crips, but you know how niggas just be picking up anything, right? So yeah, this guy, they called him out because they thought he was soft. You know, they thought he was a church boy or whatever. I mean, he was, but niggas thought he was soft. because he wasn't the type of dude that was out here smoking with us. And, you know what I'm saying? We're young, smoking and shit early. So he wasn't that type of guy. So they picked on him. Man, when it was time to squabble up, dude, man, he must have took his shirt off. And I paused, whatever the young people say these days, pause, no homo, whatever. Nigga took his shirt off. He was cut the fuck up. And we were like 16, 17. Nigga was cut the fuck up. Man, nigga thought he was tough. Oh, nigga, I'm a fake crip or whatever. Nigga, man, church boy and whooped his ass so damn bad. I said, damn. That's why you don't. And from right then and there, I kind of learned, like, you don't really just judge a nigga just because he ain't the heart. He ain't out here talking and shit. Don't think that he can't put hands and feet on you. I learned that shit early,
Right.
just watching that shit. Like, yeah, sometimes you just can't judge a nigga based off of him being from the streets or him not being tough.
Bro,
Straight,
some people can just fight, bro. Like it's just what it
yeah,
is. You know what I'm saying? Some people can just fight. That's why you can't never say, "Oh, you from here, so you can't fight." That's like assuming that because somebody from the suburbs they not aggressive, bro. Aggressive people come in all shapes and forms and all walks of life. You know what I'm saying? You can't assume that because he grew up good that he not aggressive.
yeah.
I don't know, but that's that crazy thought. That's that crazy thinking to me, bro.
So
Like,
look how Devin and 10 careers turn out. Fathers and parents matter. It does. It definitely do. It definitely do, man. And just being coming in a certain situation, man. Like Tank, we already know his story. He comes from poverty. He comes from that Baltimore area. And Baltimore is a pretty messed up place. You know what I'm saying? So it was tough for that dude coming up. But Dev, you know, he was in a situation where he had his parents, his father making some good paper. His father said, you know, one of the realest shit I've ever seen or heard. He said he sacrificed his life. He put himself, you know what I'm saying? He took himself out the game to put himself in the game or some shit like that. Basically, some shit like basically he sacrificed. He went through the hardship so his son can be in position to win. And some guys don't have that. Tank didn't have that. He had to really get it out the mud. And thanks to his coach, who's like a father figure to him, he was able to guide him.
right? Hey, what's up in the black YouTube sector, bro? In boxing, with all this self hate, bro. I hate to make it like this, but I do want to bring this up. But like, do you notice how you got the black sector is turning on Terrence Crawford before he fight Canelo? It's like, bro, like why are we? Man, it's like we, bro, as black people, bro, we go and tear our people down, bro, in favor of other people routinely.
Some of these niggas are disgruntled Spence fans, bro. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Who lost a lot of money.
Now, mind you, I know you don't know me that well, but I'm a Spence fan. I wanted him to whoop Crawford, bro, but
Me
that's
too.
not gonna make me turn on Crawford. You know, that's not gonna make me just start hating Crawford out of nowhere. Like how I want to say it, I'm
Me
not gonna
too.
just find a reason to hate Crawford just because he beat Spence.
I remember somebody tried to play me because I had picked Spence to win the fight. They was like, "Oh, R-Man, look what R-Man said. He said Spence was gonna beat Bud," and I said, "Yeah, I sure did." But nigga, I always view fucking Bud as the best fighter in the world. I just thought that Spence can beat him. And Bud proved to me that he's that nigga. So what am I supposed to do? Take that shit to the grave and hate this nigga? That's the type of
Yeah,
shit y'all niggas be on.
that's the type of shit they do, bro. And they like I said, but the one thing I'm not gonna do, like I said, I'm not gonna just find a reason to hate Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they looking for, a reason to hate this dude, bro. Like you saying that this man, you accusing this man of steroids. This man never popped dirty ever in his career. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
niggas had to get that cease and desist letter because niggas talking about he owns some pants. Nigga, shut the fuck up, dumbass
Right,
nigga.
but what's crazy is how you have a fight between Crawford and Canelo, and out of both of these fighters, you assume that it's Crawford that's juicing, not the man who already been caught juicing and is with a notorious camp that's
Because it
notorious
kind of
for
it kind
fighters
of
popping
reminds me of
dirty.
that Tyson Fury Wilder shit. Because when Wilder was putting on that muscle for Fury, niggas started worrying like, damn, how the fuck this nigga getting so damn big for this fucking fight in the third fight, the trilogy. Um, but that's before we seen what happened. But niggas was like, damn, this nigga's getting big as shit. And then Terrence Crawford, they see that he's confident and he's looking massive. He's not looking like no small guy. He's not looking like no fucking welterweight.
But this how you know they don't pay attention. Or man, like I say, I don't have a huge channel, but I do feel like I pay attention more, bro. But Bo Mack and Crawford been telling you his whole career that he has always fought at a lower weight class than he was supposed to be at. The man has always been bigger than we knew, and the evidence was when he fought Errol Spence and he came in the ring bigger than Spence. That's because he was always a bigger guy than they let us know. So it's not hard to believe that if he want to go to 168, you would be surprised about how big he can actually get. This the size he's been suppressing his whole career. It's no different than Devin Haney. They've been suppressing their size. So don't be shocked if you see them bigger than what you thought they can get.
That's what I'm saying. Don't be surprised if you see Devin Haney's the bigger, stronger fighter on Fight Night against Norman. But I just want them to see that shit because it's gonna be a rude awakening. I like when fans have a rude awakening, like the whole Rolly versus Ryan shit. That shit was so funny. That shit was super funny because boxing fans be so confident. Oh, I'm an expert because I'm picking the favorite. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Yeah, Rolly went in there and beat fucking Ryan ass. These niggas betting their money on a fucking lie.
Bro, he beat the shit out of Ryan, bro. Like beat the
And
shit
now,
out
and
of
now,
him.
now Oscar last night talking about some. We don't want to see the rematch because it was a boring fight. Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. You're a hoe.
Yeah.
You don't want to see that shit because you don't want your guy to get his ass kicked again.
Man, you know what? Somebody brought to my attention. I ain't ever think about it, bro. Because even if I don't like a fighter, I do need evidence before I start, kind of talking down on him. I ain't that type of dude. But bro, somebody brought the fact that I think Tank versus Roach was the very first time he was VADA tested and his power was not there.
Nah, Tank was VADA tested.
He was VADA tested
Yeah,
before.
Tank been VADA tested several times.
Then
Tank
why
been,
he was going against VADA? Well, I got you. Because he was talking.
because Tank, he low key, he kind of slow a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. And
Yeah.
he was going for the narrative of Victor Conte working with VADA. That was around the time that Ryan Garcia got caught up and niggas started putting that Illuminati mumbo jumbo in the air. So then he started following that shit, talking about some I don't trust that VADA shit. But nigga, you been using VADA the whole time, nigga. What you talking about?
He, like you say, you probably didn't even know he was using VADA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He probably didn't even know. He's been using VADA test. He probably didn't even know for real.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. So y'all gotta really think about it. These boxers, right? Especially the ones who's been boxing since they're a kid, they don't have the proper education like that we had. You know what I'm saying? We went through the, K to 12 and had motherfucking some guys went to college and this that. These guys just stick with boxing their entire life, and some of these guys just skip school altogether. So it's like some of these guys don't really be knowing certain things. They're all boxing or all fighting. Some of them don't even be knowing the sport of boxing because they're focused on their own career.
No, facts. I did notice that, like a lot of you'll be surprised at how many boxers don't have our boxing knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They know.
they don't be
Yeah,
watch. They don't be watching some of these niggas fights. Don't even be watching boxing because they be watching their own shit.
right. A lot of them don't even have film. I found out a lot of them, they have people watch film for them. They don't even break. You know what I'm saying? They don't even learn their opponent's tendencies. Somebody else do it for them.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
If I was a boxer and I was fighting a nigga, I'd be watching
I
all.
watch every nigga fight. Like really, I'd be who I am now. I just watch everybody fight. That way, if you ever fight me, I know you already, nigga. I done watched all your
And I
fights
feel
already.
like Floyd did that. And Floyd used to tell niggas, nigga, I ain't watch nothing of yours. I don't even know
Right.
who you fought. I don't know who you beat. Who you fighting?
Right.
Who you beat? Nigga, I ain't watching none of that shit. I'm pretty sure his Floyd was watching that shit because when he went into them fights, he knew what niggas was gonna throw
Facts.
going into that shit. Like, so nigga, cut it out. You knew. He
Hey, he
knew.
was watching that shit like he was watching Roy get knocked out over and over again. He was sitting in front of that big ass TV watching Roy get knocked out. That's how he was studying film. Same way.
I'm telling you, go watch Canelo versus Floyd. That's like one of my favorite Floyd performances because it's like he just knew everything Canelo was gonna throw.
Oh yeah, man, that was a dismantling, bro. That was his night. That was his second most dominant performance. The first one was against Gotti. Arturo Gotti was the most dominant, and then the Canelo fight.
If Floyd had more power, if he had the same power in the Gotti fight and that Canelo fight, he would have stopped Canelo.
Yeah.
For real. Canelo's actually lucky he fought a brittle hand old man who was just
Right.
hella athletic because he could
Hey,
have
that's what
stopped.
make me respect Floyd more. Like, cause I look at Shakur going through the same thing Floyd went through, but Floyd dealt with it way better. Like, even though I know Floyd's hands was hurting him, he ain't take no breaks. And I bet you his hands was hurting him as bad as Shakur was hurting him, but Floyd kept stepping in there. You know what I'm saying? And when it was time to him put that power on somebody, Floyd was, he was laying the leather on him regardless. Hurt hands or not. I got a lot of respect for Floyd, bro. He just throw it off like he don't have no people. Floyd don't have no people skills, bro. That's the worst thing about Floyd. He don't
It's that
understand other
boxing all
people.
your life shit that I was just talking about.
Yeah,
They don't have the whole going to school, we joking on each other, you know what I'm saying, in the hallway, you know what I'm saying, your time talking to a girl, getting her number and shit like that on a piece of paper, you know what I'm saying, a pen or what. Niggas don't know that type of shit. Like having real life social skills.
right,
Niggas, all they know is fighting or the sports that they're in and life after success.
right. Yeah, Floyd was even saying that he didn't know he didn't have a childhood. Like when he was younger, his cousins have birthday parties. Well, he was already a boxer, so he couldn't eat the cake with them. He couldn't do kid shit. He was already boxing. That's a crazy upbringing, bro. But man, I'm telling you, then really, bro, I'm not excited about nothing right now because I mean, they may have some good fights coming up in the meantime. I do want to see the Canelo fight and Crawford. I want to see that. But outside of that, bro, I can't think of nothing else I'm really excited about in boxing, man. Like the rest of these fights, kind of, you know, they whatever, man. I wish Boots was taking harder fights right now. That'll be something I want to watch, bro. Like a Virgil Ortiz and Boots, but I don't know what the hell wrong with Boots. I ain't gonna say he's scary, bro.
Nigga, they
Because
talking about Virgil Ortiz versus Keith Thurman. That's next. And Frank Martin versus Arnold Barboza.
okay, I ain't the Frank Martin, Emma Barboza. I got Frank, but Keith Thurman, bro. I think Keith Thurman, bro. He have way too many layoffs, bro. Like that nigga there, bro. That's what's gonna make him lose. I actually think Keith Thurman better than Virgil, but Virgil can beat him just because he's so inactive.
I think Keith Thurman gonna knock Virgil ass out.
You think so? I don't know. Yeah, well, I hope because I don't like Virgil. I'm not big on Virgil, bro. I
People
think
doubt
Virgil.
Keith Thurman so much. It's so crazy because, yeah, Keith Thurman, he's been inactive and all that shit, but he's still a veteran with IQ, and he's not too old.
Right. I want to see Thurman get back in there, but shit, he fight Virgil. He the type. I'm telling Thurman the type of nigga fight Virgil and then disappear again for another 2 years. He might not like boxing no more. He might not be into the sport no more. Because I mean, why you have so many layoffs?
He got bills now. He got bills, so his ass jumping back in that fucking boxing game. I can't
Yeah,
blame him either. Hell yeah, he married that some princess or whatever right around the time running that Manny Pacquiao fight. So he was coming in with that paper, but it's been a little minute since that Manny Pacquiao fight. It's been a little minute since a lot of fights. These niggas don't got no fucking retirement plans.
right.
So yeah, he want to fight. He don't want just any old fight. He wants a money fight because I'm pretty sure he has permanent injuries.
Yo, what's up, bro? Regis, bro. Regis, the first fight I seen in real time, Chin just got shot, bro. Everything he get caught with clean. I mean, he just stumbled. If it's clean, you know he gonna stumble every time.
I don't think, bro. I honestly don't think it was him being hurt. The nigga just coming off a fucking what they say he had a knee surgery.
Yeah, you think his knees was fucked up.
His legs was fucked up. It looked like he was falling over, like he was gonna fall over every time, bro.
Right.
Said Reed's legs ain't the same. He definitely, bro. When the first time he got hurt, I thought his fucking leg popped out of place. That's just terrible, bro.
He looked fast though. I will say this, like the way he was throwing that jab and some of his combinations, he was looking explosive, bro. To say, he what 36 now. He was moving. He moved better against him than he did against Devin, but that could also be because Diaz not Devin. You know what I'm saying? So he had more opportunities to put shit together.
Diaz didn't box his ass. Diaz, the times that he did box, he was successful, but then his ass kept him coming back close to fucking Regis, right in his range.
Right. It's almost over with for Diaz too, bro. Like Diaz, like a damn gatekeeper now.
Almost.
Like,
This nigga said almost.
still getting fights. That was a decent fight. I mean, that fight wasn't for a belt or nothing, but I think that was a decent fight, bro, to get a Regis fight. They was a good fight for each other. You know, Regis fought a guy like Diaz. It wasn't a marquee fight, but you wasn't fighting a complete nobody. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a good fight for both fighters.
You don't like Benavidez versus Yard?
Yeah, I do. I like that. I like Yard, bro. You know, of course, everybody like Benavidez, but I like Yard, bro. Yard got heart, bro. He an old school type of dude, bro. Like win, lose or draw, Yard come in to fight, bro. Every fight you watch, that dude come in to fight. And he don't care who you can think about it, bro. Look at his resume. And I'm not saying he won these fights, but just two fighters on it. He fought Beterbiev and now he fighting Benavidez. They let you, bro. He not scared of smoke. Like he a fighter. So I respect him. You know what I'm saying? I think he could be a little better.
His career is tough opponent, fucking bum, tough opponent.
Right. There's no in between. But
Yeah, it's
the thing
either a
about
super
him,
bum or a tough opponent.
right? The thing about him, I think that hurt him early in his career, and it might sound crazy, but I'm a firm believer in this. I think he was carrying too much muscle, bro. Like
Yeah,
you don't need to be that muscular as a fighter,
he
bro.
wasn't
See,
sparring.
yeah. But it looked like he slimmed down a little bit, so I want to see how this gonna work for him. But like, that's way too much muscle, bro, to be bringing into a fight. I think Anthony Joshua, same thing. Like, bro, y'all not bodybuilders, man. I don't know why y'all putting on that muscle like that.
It's just
You can't,
natural.
you can't
I
fight like that,
don't know
though.
about AJ shit. AJ he was getting them shots.
Nah, them dudes lifting weights. You know, most boxers, bro, they don't lift weights. A lot of these dudes doing push-ups and pull-ups for their biceps. These niggas look like they was doing curls, power cleans. These niggas was lifting weights like football players, bro. Squats. Boxers not supposed to, bro. A
Yep.
boxer thigh is not supposed to be that big, bro. And see, I knew that because, you know, I played football my whole life, but I boxed for a little while too. Like, you know, I went into training and learning how to box. And bro, the hardest time I had is when I came in shaped like a linebacker, right? I didn't start having success in sparring, bro, until my body naturally slimmed out and that muscle fell off me.
My first time sparring, I thought because I lift weights, that mean I was gonna be good. I ain't never been so tired about day in my life.
Right. When I was big like that, I couldn't hit nobody. Like I couldn't hit my sparring partners. I couldn't hit them. Like everything I threw, they saw it coming. My body, like your mechanics, just be off to the point where an experienced
You
boxer,
can't
bro, they
be
know what
built
you're
like
trying to
that nigga.
do.
What's that guy, Ashton Hall? The one that be doing the little running and shit.
Yeah.
With the daily routines, that big buff ass nigga. You can't be built like him and be a successful boxer.
Right. You can't. You can't. Because I learned, bro, like even the way your body works, like the mechanics of your body, they work way better, bro. Like when you more lean, like, you know, the mechanics of throwing a punch is not even, you can't do it if you're too muscular. It's not going to be crisp. You know what I'm saying? It's way more crisp because your body have a full range of motion because it's not blocked by
Like
muscle.
Tommy Hearns has like the best body style for a fucking a boxer. You think so? Tommy Hearns,
I think Tommy,
long
all right.
arms,
Yeah, long arms. Yeah.
tall,
Slim.
slim, but still
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah. I think it's been better. How
Ashton P. Juice.
No, I was about to say no. That's about the same. Ali got a good boxing physique. So
You
they
think
about the
so?
same though. They about the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about
Ali.
the same. Yeah. Hell yeah. We need some new heavyweights.
Bro, we don't have no hit. Well, he not one of us, but I like that dude Itama, bro. I like
No, they got
Itama.
some nigga that was just on Golden Boy card, an American heavyweight. He was just on that Golden Boy card.
Yeah, I ain't see it.
Yeah,
I ain't-
we got
He looked
another
good.
heavyweight. Yeah, he
He
looked
looked,
good. He
man, I
looked
think I
good.
did see him. I think I did see.
I
I
think
think I know him about.
I think his name's Joshua Edwards.
I gotta check him out. But like I say, the thing about them heavyweights, this is another thing. Usyk about to retire. You know how I know? And I ain't taking nothing from new Uzi. But bro, yeah, Uzi can beat all the ones on, you know, Dubois, Fury. But I'm telling you, Itama, man, I'm saying, bro, if he fight Itama gonna hurt Uzi, bro. He gonna hurt him. And I don't even think Usyk gonna wait around long enough for Itama to work his way up to a title shot. Usyk gonna be gone.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. That Daniel fight was just iffy to me.
And you ain't like the way it looked, huh?
Not saying it was a fix or no shit like that. I'm just saying that Daniel was just like, he just mentally he looked weak compared to Usyk. Like throwing slow ass punches. This nigga he just looked like it wasn't good. Usyk
I
was
was
just
just mad because he
smarter man.
wasn't aggressive,
Smarter
bro.
man. He just
Yeah,
outsmarted that nigga.
right. But so I'm gonna give you an example about me, right? I do know what it feel like to be way bigger than somebody, and they got a speed advantage over you. And on top of that, they're better boxing than you. I understand why it was frustrating for Dubois. He couldn't land nothing. But what I was mad about is why you didn't just sell out, my nigga. If I'm that bigger than you and I can't touch you, I'm about to sell out, my nigga. Because when I throw these, one thing about it is, yeah, you a better boxer than me. But I'm gonna make it to when I start throwing these bitches, you gonna have to get somewhere. Because my plan is not to outbox you at this point. I know my only way to beat you is to beat you up. So I'm gonna make you get somewhere. I'm gonna throw
He
you out
tried
too.
to outbox him again like an idiot.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me think like, man, what's going on?
Right. There's no way I'm gonna step in the ring, bro, and know I'm outclassed that way, and I'm not just right. Eventually, I'm gonna start fighting you. I'm not gonna box you this whole time. Once I realize I can't outbox you, I'm gonna start fighting you. And guess what? I might still lose, but it's way better than me. You know what I'm saying? I gave myself a chance at that point. The moment I started fighting you, I gave myself a chance to win.
You watched the fight last night?
That was the Regis fight. I ain't watched the Oscar Duarte shit. I ain't seen
No,
no Regis
yeah,
fight.
I'm talking about the Durante Sims fight.
No, I didn't see that. You saw it? I don't really know neither one of them. You see what I'm saying? I don't know Sims like that, and I don't care about no Oscar Duarte, so I ain't really check it out.
Nah, it was a good scrap, man. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, Durante's a Golden Boy fighter.
Nah, I don't really. Sims, I don't really know too much about dude. Well, I don't really watch him like that.
He said triple. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't fight Usyk the way he fought Joshua.
Yeah, he was trying to take Joshua head off, and that's my point. Like, if you would have did that, bro, because one thing about it, yeah, Usyk might be better than you. Yeah, he might be quicker. But when you throw him with bad intentions like that, he gonna have to do something about it. You making him adjust now. You're not letting him just control the fight at that point.
Hey, but you should have seen that. You should have seen that fight yesterday, Oscar Durante versus Sims. That motherfucker looked jacked up like he was on some fucking peds, man. The fight was at 140. Hold on, I'm about to put a footage up. The fight was at 140, right? Peep this.
Damn. That looked like a 150. He looked like a 154 fighter. Oh man, bro, he had to be, bro. No, somebody let him in there illegally. That dude don't even look like he's supposed to be nowhere near 140. And you can't tell me he didn't come in the weigh-in looking similar to that. I understand he probably gained weight overnight, but bro, he had to be jacked at the
Nah, he
weigh-in too.
came into the weigh-in looking like that too.
Yeah. So did he win? Oscar Duarte won?
Yeah, but I feel like he didn't win, but they gave it to him.
Oh shit.
They gave the pressure. The pressure fighter gonna win.
Yeah, that's another thing about boxing. I'm starting to notice, but they trying to get rid of that point fighting, the outside fighter style. Like you getting punished for that now. You're getting punished if you're an outside fighter.
I said the way boxing scored today, Floyd would have lost that Maidana fight if it was scored today.
Right. He would have lost it. He would have lost the Oscar De La Hoya fight too.
Yeah,
And the thing
boxing's
is,
different, very different.
they don't even score punches, bro. They literally score energy. When I say what I mean by that is if it look like you aggressive and they get hyped, to them you won the round. So they scoring off basic off energy. It ain't even about points and landing shots no more.
It's not, and Sergio Moore said it on this on the fight card yesterday.
The only ones who really win these boxing matches like that, they be the real skill guys who make it obvious that they landing, but everybody not that skilled. So I think it's messed up to the guys who don't have a lot of power, to be honest. But if you don't have a lot of power and you're not trying to lock up with everybody you fight, then it punish these people for not having the power. But to me, that take away what boxing is supposed to be. Boxing not supposed to be a sport where everybody have to lock up and hurt each other, knock them out. Boxing supposed to be where everybody who decided they want to be a boxer one day, regardless of their physical attributes, is supposed to find a way to win with what they have. You see what I'm saying? To me, that's what boxing represents. Boxing is where the guy that don't hit hard can come in and find a way to beat the power puncher.
Yeah, they trying to punish guys for being boxers.
Right.
Every boxer should have health insurance, and their health insurance should cover VADA testing.
No, facts. But again, I'm telling you, I think I said this on your channel before. I do believe, bro, that boxing has always allowed some level of juice, and I do believe there are fighters that these commissions don't mind popping dirty. The whole point of me believing that is they don't even give us the results of the drug test till after the fight. That means why are you testing if you're still gonna allow the motherfucker to step in the ring anyway, even if he juiced, unless you want him to be juiced?
No, some fighters' tests do come back after the fight, though.
You mean before the fight?
After the fight, no, because if you take a drug test, because they make you take a drug test after the fight as well, like immediately
Right.
after the fight, and then
I just don't.
after the fight, they send the results in or whatever. They send your not the results. They send your sample in, and it gets tested, and then it comes back. That's what happened to Ryan Garcia. They tested that
I'm
nigga.
just
I think they tested the day after the fight or the night of the fight.
I'm just saying, bro, I'm the type of person that if I was really trying to catch a drug cheat and I didn't want nobody to ever have to fight somebody on steroids, I would make sure I catch you before I ever let you in the ring. That's my thing. I wouldn't allow you to step in the ring if you juiced. You wouldn't even make it to the fight.
She said, "Who care for weigh-ins fight night as long as they make the first weigh? I don't want no weigh-in on the fight night. That's crazy."
To me, the weight not so much of an issue. Of course, you can't be too much bigger than your opponent, but the weight, I have more problem with the steroids. But to be honest with you, I think physically as humans, we are designed to be able to beat somebody that's bigger than us. We're not designed to beat somebody, bro, who have a hormonal advantage over us. We're not. That's why when you are 10, that's why when you're 10 years old, you can't beat a dude that's 14. His hormonal advantage is gonna overpower you every time.
They need to take weed off the. They need to take weed off the what you call again, the drug list, because a lot of boxers using that as excuse why they don't want to do the year-round drug testing.
Facts. No, bro, that's something else I want to talk about. All these boxes, bro, I'm looking at the 365 VADA. It's only like a handful of fighters who actually signed up to do this year round. But I'm looking at what happened when Ryan Garcia got caught juicing, how many fighters were sympathetic and understanding of him. To me, bro, the way I learned, I learned by my lessons in life that when people is okay with somebody doing something wrong, is usually because they doing it too. That's why they support it, or that's why they don't demonize somebody who get caught doing something wrong. Is because they can relate, right? And on top of that, I'm looking at Eddie Reynoso camp. Nobody coming down on Eddie Reynoso camp about all these pop dirty fighters, but what they are doing, everybody got a problem with Vada. I mean, with Snack, and it comes out that Victor Conte is the catalyst for Vada catching so many people popping dirty. Snack is actually Victor Conte and Snack is actually a catalyst to catch people who are doping. So you got all these fighters who don't have a problem with juicing, but have a problem with the organization that catches people juicing. It's starting to look strange to me, bro. Like, I'm being real with you. It's starting to look strange, and
It's
I'm
all a
starting to.
deflection, bro.
Yeah, I was joking, but I was serious about it. I was like, bro, they calling Devin Haney pillow fisted. I'm like, bro, what if the only reason Devin pillow fisted because he the only motherfucker that's not cycling? For all I know, I mean, I'm just like I could be wrong, but bro, I look at stuff
I know.
logically. Like, bro, what if he got normal power and everybody else cycling? Not everybody, but what if a lot of people are cycling and it look like they have a lot of power? Cause
A
shit,
lot of fighters are. You just seen that picture, right? That look like the normal 140 pounders to you.
right? They cycling, bro. They gotta be because again, bro, think about this. If me and you competing, right? On I'm gonna give you an example. Look at basketball, something like that, right? Basketball or football. Well, I'm gonna say basketball because there's a lot of athleticism going on. If somebody who deemed high on the chart, like let's say LeBron James, right? You got this Jordan versus LeBron conversation, right? But it come out that LeBron was juicing or Jordan was juicing. He gonna lose all credibility and none of the players gonna support it. Because in their mind, we competitive. You had an unnatural advantage over us. Now they don't like it. But if nobody cared that one fighter got caught juicing, or a lot of fighters getting caught juicing, is because they doing it too. They don't feel like it's unfair because they doing it too.
If somebody black in boxing got caught up with pads that was really good, man, oh my god. Imagine Errol Spence when he was unified champion tested positive after that Sean Porter fight.
Oh yeah, that career over with. You know, when you black and you get caught. But now I'm gonna say now because you know they did have some back in the day that got caught, but now when you black, especially like a black male, get caught juicing, they gonna discredit you because they already don't like your natural athleticism. So when they find out you was juicing on top of that, yeah, they can't stand that. And I really believe that's why they juice. You know, back in the day, in the Olympics, Russia was disqualified for a few years because they was giving their fighters juice, where they athletes juice, roids because they couldn't keep up with the African Americans. So they literally, but this is what African Americans do to other people. They literally know, and they've already come to terms with they have to take PEDs to keep up with us athletically. So it's no surprise to me that in a combat sport, that everybody is okay with these non-blacks juicing before they fight. Because why wouldn't they? If they are juiced to beat you in a foot race, what make you think they don't want that juice if they had to fight you?
They look at it that's an equal playing field because they feel like us having natural speed and power advantage and athleticism, it's considered, it will be fair. Some
Right.
look at it like that.
Well, what's crazy, oh man, I got to be real with you because I studied some of this in school, but technically it is true, bro. We do have it's not an unnatural advantage, but we do have a physical advantage. But the thing is, it's natural. And they got a problem with that. So to me, the conundrum is they looking at it like, well, you better than me, so I have to close this gap. But technically, it's still illegal. You're not supposed to have the PEDs in your system, and you're not actually closing the gap. When you put that in your system, we're not equal. They give you an advantage over me at that point. So they don't know how to.
Anabolic steroids became popular after that that one game, them games that they had when they were trying to figure out who was the most dominant race when they had us playing multiple sports or whatever. What was it? The Berlin games, I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they didn't like the fact that niggas was just so damn good. especially niggas from over here.
Right, bro. They made Jesse Owens race a horse because they couldn't find a human to beat him. They had this man racing a damn horse.
That's nuts.
Yeah, man. You don't know about no good fights coming up
Yeah.
though. Besides the Canelo.
1936. Yep. Hell yeah.
Hey, when is Canelo fight? Canelo fight.
September. That's just come. That's the fight. That's the good fight coming up next month.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait for
This
that
month
one,
pretty.
bro.
I ain't gonna lie. This month pretty dead, bro. It's done.
Yeah. Shit, I'm gonna be excited. I'm gonna
We
be
could have been
entertained.
seeing
I
some
got
Tank
football coming back too.
versus Roach.
Oh yeah, man. Tank, bro. I'm not even. Listen. And that dude got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know, he really out. You know, and I was arguing with a Tank fan about that because I've been saying this for years. They thought I was lying, bro. But I'm telling them when they used to be making excuses, I was like, bro, why Tank not fight nobody? Man, just wait. You know, y'all don't know, bro. This dude ain't retired yet. He gonna fight somebody. So after a while, I say, you know what's gonna happen? I say Tank never gonna fight nobody. He gonna retire, and y'all gonna accept that and say he don't have to fight nobody. He still had a good career. I say, y'all dudes phony, bro. And that's exactly what they doing. Tank about to leave without fighting nobody, and they saying, "Well, he had a good career, and I was entertained. That's all that matters." This is literally how they dealing with this.
Well, he entertained us.
Yeah,
Tank gonna take a fucking 3-year break, 3-4 year break, like some Mike Tyson shit.
I think if he do that though, he gonna mess himself over because by the time he come back, they got some young, hungry dudes. But like Tank not about to take 3 years off and come back and beat the Abdullah Mason. It's not gonna happen. He gonna get
Hell
stopped.
no.
He gonna get stopped. Shit, me personally, I think Abdullah Mason beat him right now. That's me though. That's me. A lot of people don't
Nah,
believe in
because I
Abdullah.
feel like if Tank touched that chin, that boy probably gonna fall out. But who knows? That's why I'm big on experience now.
Yeah.
It'd be little subtle shit that niggas would experience a dude that able to beat guys with less experience.
True. True.
Like
And I can see that, bro.
Morrell going up to Benavidez with the high guard, and Benavidez just pulling his guard down and smacking upside his head. He didn't even expect that shit. That's experience.
Yeah, I can see
Oh,
that, bro.
but Morrell versus Caleb Smith, that's happening.
Morrell, Caleb Smith. Oh man, I like Morrell too, but I ain't like that last fight though. And I think he lost. I think he lost his last fight, Morrell. I don't think he beat that dude, bro.
Last dude was on juice.
Oh, he really popped. He popped dirty.
Yeah, he was supposed to be on the 2-year ban.
Damn.
I know this sport crazy as fuck, ain't it? But shit, I'm about to get up out of here though.
Oh, for sure.
Sunday.
Sure.
ArtManApparel.com, best boxing merch in the game.